you've made it to the most important place you need to be this evening. All the way back. That's how you know you've made it.
How's it going, everybody? We're Planck.
Take a long walk off short pier. No life jacket, get out of here. You've been bumming all us out, kicking that can all around the town. All along the way, have you ever worked in honest day? Is there a man that you don't owe? Come on, Gus, you gotta go. Go,
All right. Good evening, Waybackers. My name is Adam Carter. Thank you for joining us. You have hit us up on yet another awesome Thursday night. We appreciate you being here. If you're new to the show, welcome. And hey, if you're here every week, you know we love you guys the most. You guys know how this works. There is a link to a donation site in the descriptions of this video if you are so inclined to support live music, tonight's band, and the Wayback Sessions. However, what we do ask is if you are enjoying yourself, please, think about subscribing to the channel, liking the video, and, telling all your friends about it. We will be monitoring tonight's chat all night long. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you want to make fun of the band, by all means, feel free so. And, pipe into the chat. We'll check in with Studio B in a little bit. We do have the Wayback Foundation. We still have our $5,000 matching donation from the Green Canoe Foundation. So if you'd like to go become a monthly contributor, please go visit thewaybacksessions.com. A couple other things I want to mention right off the bat. We are really pleased to have Mr. Brian Prstelsky back behind the soundboard, the original Brian. So, everybody toss a chat into him there in Studio B. Again, we'll say hey to him in a little bit. And I think, if I remember correctly, that the band tonight wants to give a t-shirt away to one lucky viewer this evening. I think we're going to go about it with the Bob Ross game. So if you guys want to start piping into the chat and seeing who can tell where it is, we might just see if the band can figure it out later. Okay, so there's that. What I want to say is, welcome, Planck. Good evening, guys. Hey. Yeah. Good evening, so Planck. Good to have you in the room. Yeah. So good to have you in the room. It's taken a little while. Let's go around and introduce everybody. Audience, we have on our left, we have Mr. Tyler on the wicked guitar. Yeah. Yeah, we have Austin on the other wicked guitar. Yeah, we have Steve. Is that your name?
Steve, yeah.
Oh, Steve. Okay. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
With an S.
With an S. Steve on bass, killing it. Sounds so good. And we've got Sean behind the kit.
Hey, how's it going?
You guys, it's going really good. How's it going with you?
It's good. Thanks for
having
having
fun
us.
so far? You're welcome. There's so much going on. So you guys want to dive in? I want to dive in right away. I don't care what you want to do, because we'll other than play the music, and we'll come back to that. I want to talk about jam music.
Oh, okay,
because the way I see it, you guys identify as a jam band, and rightly so.
We like to jam.
Yeah.
Like
Now, jam music for me is a very interesting genre, I suppose, if you want to get into it, because I feel that unlike a lot of other genres, jam band genre doesn't exactly have a sound. It's more of a feel in the way you approach it.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So unlike, metal or jazz or rock and roll, you can find so many things that are common to all of that goes, oh, hey, I'm listening to jazz. Hey, I'm listening to rock and roll. Hey, I'm listening to an orchestral symphony. When you listen to a jam band, that's not the part that cues you in.
Right. And we talk about it a lot, too. It's like, not only does it go from band to band, I mean, certain jam bands sound different, and I'd say that there's different kinds of jam bands. But then, and of course, the songs, weave in and out of genres for sure.
Yeah, no, I want to talk about all those other bands. Well, we don't really get into comparisons on this show because I don't think that's a fair thing. And I do think that it makes it a little bit easier in my jam world because there's not a whole lot that's coming back and forth between bands other than their approach to the music. Sure. What do you think, Steve?
I don't like to do the compare thing myself. Like
not fair.
My big thing that I probably say way too much is I only want to sound like Planck. That's really the most important part.
Look, and isn't that the way everybody wants their influences to come in and hit them between the eyes to create something that isn't something else? Or you'd go be in a cover band, I guess.
Yeah, or a bunch of different cover bands,
bunch of different cover bands.
In practice a lot, we'll be covering, say, a Fish song or a Dead song or something, and we'll be kind of going at each other nitty-gritties, and all of a sudden we'll just stop and be like, let's just try to sound like us and try to and stop trying to do what they're doing or that doing.
No, and there's so much that goes into learning all this. I just think that jam music comes in a bunch of different disguises.
Yeah.
The way that I see it and the things that I love to hear. So tonight, and perhaps we'll get into this, and we can get into it a bit now. I always like to prime the audience a bit. Maybe they'll come up with something clever. I'm always expecting to get kind of punched in the face for some of the things I say, which is totally cool. Waybackers, go for it. What is your appeal to playing jam music? Somebody grab a mic and answer that for me.
Yeah, the appeal. I think the appeal is, like you said, you can't really pigeonhole jam because we bring so many different sounds to it. It's kind of like all of our influences combined into one, and there's an ability, like a free form expression there. You can hang out in something, but it's always evolving and changing. And you can't you could just be playing for an endless amount of time and constantly changing and evolving it and seeing where it goes. And based off of what other people are playing, you're just constantly listening and saying, yes, okay, yeah, you're doing that, and then I'm going to do this, and then you're going to do that, and then it's going to constantly
You hit on something
revolve
really
around.
important.
We call that chasing each other's tail.
Well, or you can call it listening to the other musicians in your band and paying attention.
Yeah.
I think one of the things is that it's basically it's completely unpredictable of where it can go. And I think that's the exciting thing for me. There's so many times where it's a slow burn. And you've got those people that are like, I am not going to be okay if they keep going. And then there's some people that are like,
Where's it gonna
if
go?
they stop, I'm going to die.
They bought the ticket. That's the only important part.
They bought the ticket. No, the other important part, Steve, is they drank the Kool-Aid. Man. You got it.
And they
They
enjoy
got to
it,
buy the ticket
hopefully.
and then drink the Kool-Aid. So, now I want to ask ourselves and perhaps the audience, what is the appeal to listening to jam music? Are any of
Is
you
that a question
guys?
for us,
It is absolutely a question for you. It's a question for me. It's a question for the audience.
Kind of like you touched on, Adam. I mean, especially seeing jam music live. It's like night from night. You never know what you're going to get. And, I mean, we have off nights and we have really on nights. And I think both of those things even add to the appeal. Because it's
They
just
do.
like, are you going to get a, fire night? Are you going to, kind of get a...
And stop me and correct me if I'm wrong, but in my experience, having an off night doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad show. It could be off night for you personally, but at the end of the night, you've got people going, wow, I haven't seen anything like that come out of you guys before.
Yeah.
And it might be because I was totally off, and maybe Austin's off. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but maybe Austin was off one night, and maybe Tyler's like, but I was smoking, man. And everybody's like, it was a Tyler heavy jam night.
Yeah, we've had that before where, we'll play a show and afterwards I'll say like, that was 4 hours of hell.
And people are like,
and then the rest of the guys are like, that was one of our best shows.
dude, we've all been there. It's a fascinating thing to experience and go through because it's so energetic when it's happening in the moment with music. But right now, I've got one last thing to ask.
Oh no.
Can you give me some more music?
Oh, yeah. We could
Awesome.
definitely do that.
I'm handing the show back to you. Hey, audience. Hey, audience, we'll be back to you in, I don't know how long, but we'll see you in a little bit. The show is yours, gentlemen.
Awesome. Cool. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Ransom.
We just made the set list, like, before we walked in the door. So. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
world so crazy. You gotta first learn how to breathe. Nothing like mountain air rushing in your lungs. Only question I got now is where did you come from? 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 strangers, some I'll never meet. But it makes no difference between me and you. We're all just creatures, and we all gotta be. Got places to go, and many things to see. But the world's so crazy, you gotta first learn how to breathe. Nothing like mountain air rushing in your lungs. Only question I got now is, where did you come from? 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 Where did you come from?
We're not done. What's coming?
We got more
What's
songs.
coming?
We got a
What's-
song.
You got more.
It's a
You
song.
got
It's a song. It's coming.
a more song. Woo!
One more, and more after that, but one more and then more.
Because there was you. 40 miles to go to town. Damn, I'm so far out. Because there was you. Grab the dog and my guitar, and I'll be fine. Because there was you. And all the memories and all the faces, they can't seem to escape my mind. Guess I'll get up and try again. This life is a long road we must travel on. Sure when you run, but long when you cry. Sure when you run, but long when you cry. Sure when you run, but long when you crawl. Sure when you run, but long when you crawl. Sure when you run, but long when you crawl. Sure when you run, but long when you crawl. Sure when you run, but long when you crawl. Sure when you run, but long when you crawl.
Yes. Oh, what a beautiful song to walk out on of that section. Like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The ebb and flow of the set, you are taking people on the journey. And, man, it almost becomes a little more important and intricate with a jam band to be able to guide your audience through a, 18-hour set.
Right. That was probably like our slowest song too. So
Look,
it's
you know
as
what?
down as it comes.
Everything comes in a bunch of ways, and all of that needs to be there. So we're going to check in with Studio B here shortly.
Shout out to Studio B.
Shout out to
We
Studio
sound
B
awesome
always.
if you guys can hear us.
The chat is, it's Studio B. Can you hear us? Are you out there?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? We'll check in with you in a minute because I have noticed that the chat is going insane. And I know that Studio B needs a second to kind of catch up on the madness.
The chat's
going on.
insane?
It's
Yes.
pretty
Chat's
nutty.
insane.
So we're going to come back to that, Steve. We're going to
my
come
God.
back because you know what? 90% of the comments are about you.
No.
Dude, I can't make
They're
this
like,
stuff
he
up.
sucks. Why is he in the band?
So, before we get to Studio B and we do all of this,
sideburns.
I want to address that you guys are all from different geographical locations within the United States.
And on planet Earth.
And on
pretty
planet
much.
Earth, and in
opposite
the
end.
universe, and like all of these things.
Yeah, this universe.
So my question to you guys, and I think that this might have been a little, maybe a little more detailed, 20 years ago, maybe even 30 years ago, but do you feel that the geographical locations that you guys have come from and the influences you brought from there are influencing the sound and direction of the band today? Go. Somebody.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally.
Because you got Austin, who's from Virginia.
I came up with like Panic and Allman
Yeah.
Brothers and stuff.
He's got
yeah,
that
yep.
South sound. You got Steve from Long Island.
Yeah, I was big into harsh noise. So
Oscar the
So you
Grouch.
brought all the Anthrax influence?
Well,
into
more
the-
like Terra Melos and
Okay.
like more math rocky stuff, and that's where I got into pedals and stuff.
Docio.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm from Chicagoland area,
Okay.
and grew up, listening to a lot of blues, listening to a lot of oldies like classic rock.
Yeah. So
and
Tyler,
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
yeah, sorry, I did not mean to cut you off.
No,
that
you're
was
good.
rude. That was rude.
Don't do it
Tyler,
again.
are you the only Arizona boy in the room?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know about you.
Well, no, you know what? I was talking about on stage on camera. Yes, I am an Arizona boy. Yes. However, so you're from out here.
Yeah.
And you know, back in the day, when you really got into it, every geographic location had such a specific style and influence, and especially, in my opinion, East and West. And there seems to be a marriage going on with the way you guys are bringing it. I mean,
Yeah,
would you agree with that?
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
it's more of our musical backgrounds,
course.
right? Like we all, I mean, I came from like a totally different musical background.
Tell me about that.
Well, when I was in junior high, my dad drugged me to a Rush concert.
Oh,
And that was like a brain
A
switch.
change your world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like within a week after that, I wanted to play guitar, and that was kind of what started. So I kind of came up in the like classic rock from my dad mainly.
Yeah.
And then the jam band thing was kind of a later thing through a guitar teacher I had that I still have, that kind of introduced me to Fish and the other bands. So I kind of have this like classic rock roots thing that's always in the back of my head.
Tell me somebody who doesn't, and then tell me what it was. So let's take a second. Let's pop over to Studio B. Are you out there? Can you hear me?
I can.
Hey, Studio B. Great to
Hi.
hear from you tonight.
Thank you.
So I do know that Chit Chat Land has been a little off the hook.
It's
I
been
know
amazing.
it is really amazing. It's been a lot of fun to try to keep an eye on. Lots of jammers out there. I'm so glad there's so many of you in your living rooms with it up so loud and that everybody's having a blast. So Studio B, take it away. What's going on?
Well, T Money Honey said, "OMG."
That's my sister. Shout out Tara.
Hey.
Nice.
Hey, Tara.
Hi. What did she say? I'm part of something. I'm part of something bigger. It's such a vibe. Literally
Broster.
brings everyone together. And this is during the conversation that you had before in the previous. So this is, I mean,
We're going. It's really.
chat
It went
is-
off the hook tonight. So
It's
I don't
been
even know how
amazing.
we'll keep up with all
Sarah
of
has
you.
been so involved. The excitement of seeing what the
Shout
band
out
goes
Sarah.
with songs. Never seen the same song twice. You can't imagine the
big deal.
energy it brings to everyone in so many different ways.
It's the unpredictability I was talking
in
about.
so many different ways and age, said T Money. Alice, it's always different. I've
So-
listened to the Grateful Dead religiously for almost 10 years and I haven't heard it all. Matrix, it's like listening to evolution. I love
Hey,
that
Studio B,
Matrix.
I'm going to let you come back. I want to say, I want to throw a shout out to Alice because Alice, I hope you're feeling good out there tonight. I know you're with us and thank you. The reason I'm bringing that up is that you are the reason I know Austin and I knew you
thanks,
before
Alice.
Austin. And thank you very much. I'm so glad I came up to you at that show. What? Austin, we've been talking about this for over a year.
I know, man.
It's
yeah.
been a long time.
We were just outside. It's been over a year.
Okay.
And I didn't even meet you at that show. I
No,
don't
I've
think.
never met you until tonight.
Yeah, and she came to me after the show. I think I might have been in like a bad mood. I don't think I played well.
Oh,
And,
no, man. You know what? I dropped her a card and was like, I love the band. Give me a shot.
Yeah. She gave me a business card and was like,
Yeah.
this guy really liked you guys. Like, hit him up and through emails over the months. And then we kind of lost communication there for a few months. And then,
I do that.
yeah.
Not on
Thanks, man.
purpose,
Thanks.
but.
No. And then out of the blue, yeah, I told the guys, I was like, dude, there's a sweet opportunity. I talked to this guy, Adam, like a while back. I'll just shoot my shot. And yeah, it was awesome, man. You got back to me and
No,
and we're
I'm
here.
glad you
Yeah.
did because, Waybackers, we haven't had a proper jam band in here to have the conversations we're having tonight and get into the type of music we're, listening to and enjoying tonight. So let's go back. Studio B, Alice, awesome. Studio B, what's up?
Matrix said, well said Alice. And then Alice said, I get bored with other music now. And
Yeah, I read that one.
woo, way to go. Let's see, Matrix, woohoo. We just screamed out loud in our apartment. Cheryl and Ransom have been to more Planck shows than I have, said Sierra. And let's see, they are literally an extension of the band, said T Money.
I don't know how you're keeping up with the chat
You
tonight,
all are
Kat.
the fifth
Well
and sixth
done.
members. I mean, it's just been amazing. So let's see. Kathleen was looking for the Bob Ross.
Okay, so let's go ahead and bring that up because I think we are completely failing on what we're doing. Right. We have teased it to the audience. There's some people that may know exactly where it's at. Some people might have a good idea of where it's at. The band, feel free to turn around backwards, turn your back to the camera, look for this Bob Ross action figure. He is holding a pallet. He has his fro going. You cannot miss him.
Obviously, we can. It's hard to find him.
Well, that's kind of the point, you know?
Where
it's a
are you,
game.
Bob?
So we're going to, by the end of the show, we'll devise like who's going to get this Planck t-shirt. Because, you know, I mean,
see it, Austin.
I'd take it, but I am not allowed to. Yeah, I'm not allowed to get it.
We also have a shout out for Last Exit Live on the 29th.
On the 29th, we haven't gotten to that part, but yes, the 29th.
And it's going to be a
benefit.
Yeah,
for the Ryan House, which is
For
amazing.
Ryan House and Hospice of the Valley.
So
Yes.
let me tell you how excited I am about that.
Very cool.
Because love you guys for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was at Ryan House, and they were amazing, amazing humans. They made such an impact in my life that upon her passing, Kat in Studio B was inclined to volunteer her time for hospice, and she has recently sat in with them. She's gone through all of her training, and I think that maybe this weekend she gets turned on to be full-time active hospice volunteer for Ryan House and Hospice of the Valley. So I love you guys for doing this. That means a whole lot to me.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Thank you for donating your time, and Kat, hey,
That's awesome.
yeah, amazing.
Thank you, Kat.
Randy,
You're killing
thank you. Cameraman, camera woman.
It said give Sean more
show
love.
Sean some love.
I
I'm
saw
like,
that, and
okay,
I'm like,
okay.
man, he's big. He's hard to miss. There's cameras on him. Like,
over here.
yeah. We'll keep it going. So Studio B, should we check back? You know what?
No.
I'm
No,
not.
no. The band sounds nice. Want to say nice job, Studio B, said Dave Lewis. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
And
Dave.
it's for this guy, Brian.
Brian Prustelski in Studio B, man.
Sounding
Original
great,
OG
Daniel. Thank you,
Brian.
behind the
Thanks,
board,
Brian.
man.
Sounds great here,
Thanks
man.
for the love, Daniel, as well. Hey, Sean and Molly. I mean, the chat has been amazing. Sean's drumming reminds me of Mick Fleetwood, said Michael Ellis.
Dude, lots of
That's a nice compliment.
Lots of
Nice.
things going on.
They loved your hair. Let's see.
Steve, no, you,
Steve.
dude. How
Just
could
Steve.
And the eyebrows.
You're the only dude with the.
Who could that be?
Would you shake that again for me?
Do it.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
Let me
Thank
take
you.
off the.
Oh yeah. Ah.
We just need
I'm sorry.
Get her
Were
done.
you guys saying something?
I don't even know. Studio B, can I keep this train rolling or
Cardinals
no?
kicking some, by the way.
Oh, okay.
And
Go Bills.
I want to know when the band decided music was an outlet, said T Money.
Tyler, you want to answer that, man?
Dude. Sorry, Todd Bolzer is like, Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins.
That's what he just said.
Oh my-
I had to stop. I
Is
had
he
to
a
jump
ha-
in there with that. Sorry.
I'm not. Thank you, Todd. If he's handsome, and Todd, you're a jerk if he looks goofy.
No, Todd, you're right on.
I think he's pretty spot on, man.
And Alice said, Sadie just woke up and says hi to everyone, says she loves you all, but might
Aw,
get back to
little
bed
Sadie.
soon.
Look,
Which
Studio
was
B.
about
Pup.
the song that we just heard.
Studio B, I'm going to circle back after the next tune because there's obviously so much going on
So
we need to
much.
address. Waybackers, thank you very much for all of that. So I want to get a little bit personal before we get back into music, and I'm afraid that this might get sidetracked real fast. Let's see here, you guys. So who's up first? Tyler, you're in my crosshairs.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. So do I understand correctly? This is your first active gigging band you've been in?
Yeah, outside of like some open mic, like
Okay.
just stuff like that,
That
but
counts.
not like it's my first like legit band.
So where did they dig you? What rock did they dig you under, or up? You dig you up from under? Yes.
Well, I mean, I had a Craigslist ad out, and then I found Steve. Well, Steve contacted me. We jammed with a different drummer. Then we decided to bring Austin, who Steve knew, for a second guitar player. We made it through one gig. Our first drummer left. Sean came in, and that's been the thing.
So you're telling me that you are part of the 0.001% of Craigslisters that are worth talking to?
I mean, I don't know if I'm worth talking to.
Just say
but
yes. Just say yes.
I'm kind of boring.
Hey, Austin,
French toast doesn't
I'm
agree.
skipping over you
Why is that?
because I'm coming back.
Ooh, Adam's coming back.
Trouble.
I'm coming back. Steve,
Don't call it comeback.
okay, so the way I understand it is you only hitchhike and you don't drive cars. Correct? Yes or no?
I at one point that was true. That was a very true statement. Yeah, yeah. I've between 2014 and 20, I think it was had to have been 2018.
Eat that mic for me.
It had to have been.
There we go.
It had to be between 2014 and 2018. I hitchhiked across the country twice.
Little adventure.
Yeah. A few. You know, New York to California, and then California all through up Oregon, then through Las Vegas or Reno, and then up to Montana, over through Wisconsin, and then
Yeah, I think
back
you were
to
on the
New York.
last edge of that being something that was actually a viable way of transporting
I
yourself
was
around the country.
riding
It was
that
right on the
cusp.
edge, right
I
on
was
the last
on the
edge.
fence of it. It was fun. It got sketchy, obviously, as it does. A boy like me on the open road. Just picture this in your mind. Just like more supple young me.
Of course, you're like wearing a suit and like looking like super sharp, right?
Just like with a
Of
bindi,
course, dude.
like
He's
old
hitchhiking.
school
Of course
hobo,
he-
old
Todd
school
Bossler.
hobo with a bindi. You know.
What's
Todd
Todd?
remember you
Bossler
had
said
that,
Steve
yeah.
used to panhandle outside the noodle shoes.
Ah! Well, there-
Calling you out.
you take opportunity when it's presented. Sean,
Yeah.
so
He's not lying.
you're the pig guy, like Gaiuti the ugly pig guy.
Oh yeah, Gaiuti. Yeah.
Yeah? Is that you?
So yeah, I love fish a lot, and I've probably seen him close to 30, 40 times. I don't know, but I'm a 2.0 fan.
Well, why wouldn't you be?
Yeah, because
I guess.
I guess I never really got a chance to see them in the 90s or anything like that. But
It's okay.
what's his name? Tyler is the one that owns the pig.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Did I look?
But I love fish.
My notes got
Pebbles the
messed
pig
up.
is
so
watching with her rabbit
Sean was the
siblings.
one who hitchhiked.
Yeah.
That's Alexa. Yep.
It's you know what?
Pig
It's
is watching.
unpredictable. It's like a
Yeah.
jam band interview. Who would have thought?
But
Who would
yeah.
have thought? So Austin, can I get into you?
That sounded weird.
That dude, you know, Austin, may I speak to you?
Enter you.
And then we're gonna get going back into tunes. We really are, guys.
Of
But-
course,
so,
Adam, from a safe distance, please.
So here's the thing I want to bring up with you. I kind of want to circle back to that last conversation that we opened up the show with regarding jam bands. And the way I understand it, you like Widespread Panic a lot. Okay. Yeah, a lot. So you know what, Jimmy, John, great guitar players. Dave, great bass player. Band.
Mikey
Oh, Mike.
Hauser, the original guitar player for Pan.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Mike.
He's the man with the plan.
Forgive me, and there's a good reason why I don't know all that. So, you've been to a lot of shows. Now, my main line is Fish, and I'm not willing to admit the amount of times I've seen that band in public because it's disturbing. And you're pretty close with what you've done with Widespread. Now, here's my deal. Going back to talking about jam bands and certain things landing with the jam band that you like and you enjoy it, and sometimes you're super obsessed by them, and sometimes they bore the hell out of you. And yeah, dude, Widespread lost on me.
Really?
dude.
Okay. Yeah.
Straighten me out. Straighten me out right now. What am I missing? What am I missing?
Get him.
I mean, dude, they're just like.
I've seen them. I've been there, dude. I've done the party, man.
I mean, they're just like a different. I mean, they're different than all of the jam bands. Not saying
They
that
are.
all jam bands are not different, but there's some similar sounds going on. But Panic is just. I mean, it's just the
I
bee's
hear your
knees.
breath
I mean,
change when you bring up their name. And I love that. I love that passion and obsession. I do.
it started just as like,
What am I missing? I want to know.
Dude,
I
it's
want to
just-
be on the inside.
it's a freaking party every time, and I've just had some of the best moments of my life in front of that band.
Yeah.
I don't know if to give it to you in a sentence, Adam, it'd be tough, man.
I know it would
we'd have
actually
beers or something over it. but-
Exactly. It would actually take all night. And I'm giving you a hard time because it's been one of the bands
Nobody
that
wants to talk about Panic all night long.
Not out here, man. That's what I noticed.
Look, you know, I've seen them plenty. I've done it, and I'm just giving you a hard time because, you know, we're all jam band lovers and all of that. And it's something that I am going, hey, there's so many of my friends, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate mail now or tonight or tomorrow about what I said, because I've got tons of friends that are like, dude, how could you not like mainline, you know, widespread? But whatever, I did it. This is live. This is real. I'm handing the show back to you
But
because
first-
I know there's more. Oh, but first, forgive
Show
me,
that
Studio
terrible
B.
towel.
But wait.
What?
Show that terrible towel.
Terrible towel. Oh.
That's pretty terrible.
1 and 4.
Terrible football team.
Okay, give me another 10, guys. Give me another 10. The show
Thanks,
is yours.
guys.
We are doing yes.
Clean and dusted up off my shoes. Unwashed my brain, turned off the news. Got some dollars to make some change. I've got some things to rearrange. I said, hey, do the pretzel twist. Hey, do the pretzel twist. Hey, do the pretzel twist. Good times, some I've forgotten, but it's the sweetest fruit that's close to rotten. I'll have some pretzels, I like a twist, and like the salt of the earth, I can't resist. I'll say, hey, do the pretzel twist, Studio B, hey, do the pretzel twist, hey, chat, do the pretzel twist.
Okay, so you guys faked me out. You did tell me that that wasn't going to be the longest jammed out version that you've ever played, but I didn't know it was going to be the shortest unjammed version you've ever played.
Yeah.
You get accustomed to it. You hear it, and you're like, "Wow, what happened? Why didn't you play the whole song?"
Look. It's not even that. What it is, I'm going back to my favorite word with the jam band, which is unpredictability. Well done, boys. Well done.
Thanks.
Oh man, I wasn't even ready to get to my notes. Okay, so we're gonna check in with Studio B again because the chat will not stop. I can't even keep up with what they're doing out
Stop
there.
it, chat.
So let's talk about
Don't do that.
what tonight is. Do you know what tonight is?
The
full
first night
moon?
of the rest of our lives.
All of these answers are pretty accurate, but the one I was looking for was this is the 364th day of this band.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mine is Sean.
Since our first show.
Not
Yeah, since the
including
first
me.
show. Okay.
Wow.
No, I was fed that information. I latched on, and so tomorrow is the big day. Right? So hopefully we'll wear you out tonight. You guys can wake up late tomorrow and walk into all of that. But you guys, we do want to announce you do have that show at Last Exit Live on the 29th. Really important, and that's the one that's the benefit as well.
Yeah.
Man, so Last Exit and Brandon over there and you guys doing this, I mean, I'm going to have to make a point to be there just to support everything that you guys are involved with and they're doing.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome time. It's going to be us, Furcad, band from Albuquerque, New Mexico. We got Rager Tots playing music. We've got DJ Funk Nasty, good friend of ours. There's going to be a raffle, a costume contest. There's going to be posters by a super good artist getting made for that show. It's going to be an awesome time, and it goes to a good cause.
And the pizza sloth.
And
Pizza Sloth.
Pizza
Yeah,
Sloth.
Pizza
Delicious pizzas.
There's so much going on. I'm definitely going to have to come check out what's happening. And I probably need to know who's over there that is doing killer things that we need to bring in and talk to showcase here. So we'll talk after the show a little bit. Now, you guys also are in the middle of mastering and mixing your first offering, I think.
Correct.
It's a live.
Don't look at the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Nobody
like our,
sent me the first, so I don't know.
It's going to be like our first official live release volume 1 thing. And I won't say what or where that show is. I guess I'll leave that.
We'll just let everybody
because he didn't know where it
magical
was.
mystery waft into the air with that. But I have heard some of it. I know it wasn't at the point it probably is today, and it will be when it comes out. But I've heard some of it and looking forward to that release. Waybackers, make sure to go out there and find them on Instagram, find them on Facebook. Go check out some videos on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel as well. Again, please consider liking and subscribing to the Wayback Sessions. And there is that donation link. I know somebody was throwing out the Planck the Band Venmo out there earlier. I'm glad that you guys are doing that. What we need to do is support live music and the artists that are making this happen for you. We would also hope that you would consider supporting what we're doing with the show, the diversification of music, bringing different bands in. So thank you everybody for being here. Means a whole lot. We've had a really great night. A lot of people are out there supporting what you're doing. We have not had an actual official jam band in here, so it was really exciting to finally get you guys in here.
Yes.
Oh my
Super
goodness.
awesome.
Such a pleasure for us.
So, you guys are really loose when it comes to song structure, right? Yeah. But I think that what we need to tell people is, so how are you doing it? You're dealing with landmarks in your music, right? You keep looking for Bob, you keep looking for Bob.
I'm looking for Bob, yeah.
You do that. You ignore me, look for Bob, much more important. We haven't even circled back to how we're even going to deal with who gets the shirt and Bob Ross.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're doing, Steve, but you're being creepy, man.
I'm trying to find Bob. You guys
Steve
do the
being
thing,
creepy?
do the show
Steveism.
thing. I have to find.
You do the
I have to find. But I'm playing the game. You guys are helping me out by doing that.
So you guys do you, we do us, yeah. So it's You know, the
Yeah.
loose song structure. I think that's the thing that really tricks people up is it's like, well, there's a song, but we all have those landmarks when we're doing this type of improv. And it's like, well, you know, keep eyes, communicate, listen to your bandmates, know your landmarks. We'll all land this, whether it's in 5 minutes or in 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is the whole aspect of listening to each other, and then subtle cues. We have cues here and there, you know, that probably are not noticeable to most people, but we have them there in place.
Yeah, no,
and we all have like an idea of what to expect, but there was things we did tonight that I don't think we expected.
And you've
that we
never
didn't have
done,
planned before.
and they'll probably won't happen again. And
Yeah.
those landmarks that people don't hear, and you are correct, but that's the magic of the stew you guys are able to put together and feed everybody. And not everybody needs to know how it's made in order for you to deliver a wicked product. I love it.
Basically,
I would say that's accurate. Yeah.
pretty much. I mean, like Sean said, I mean, if you just look at, you know, in particular, like a song, I mean, verse, chorus, bridge, you know, we have those parts in our songs that are, you know, in traditional music, but then there's also parts in our songs where, I mean, you know, it's a little cliche, but like anything goes kind of deal. I mean, we'll start off in a key, and, you know, if someone else plays off key, either intentionally or unintentionally, sometimes we'll go there. You know, it's just kind of whatever happens. Really.
Back to that's the thing when you have a slow burn of something that's lasting, whether it be 10 minutes or 30 minutes. Like those are those things, though, that as fans of the genre and wanting to go and spend 10 to 30 to 40 minutes listening to a single piece that is happening one single time live in front of you being interpreted by you guys. That's the art that is really tricky for people to get. And that's where I find some people going, yeah, man, can they shut up? I'm bored. It's like, no, you got to let the slow burn happen, and you've got to just see how that levels up each
see where
time.
it takes you.
Yeah.
Because things will open up that weren't seen, or all of a sudden there's a slight variation. It's like, oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden that goes and takes off. And if you didn't have that slow, like, you know, patience with it, then you never get where it goes to, you know.
So would I be accurate, Sean, saying that it's all about the process?
Yeah, definitely. And it's all about saying yes to that present, like, whatever's going on.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Looking at opportunity, identifying it, and saying yes when it comes up, and being able to jump into it. You guys are awesome. Can I ask for one more
Hey.
tune? Yeah. Oh, geez. Studio B. I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Is it, okay.
Like-
Back to Studio B. Back to Studio B. Hi.
That's right. Hi.
Great to hear your voice.
We have a very important Pink Rocks chimed in and said, forgot that was the first time they played. Tomorrow's my birthday, Tyler's mom. Happy anniversary.
Tyler's mom.
Happy birthday.
Hi. Thank you for
Pink
being
Rock.
with
What a
us.
lovely
I
lady.
love that. Randy, thanks, Adam, for having these guys on.
Oh,
you guys sound
absolutely.
great. We love Pizza Sloth. The song tells novels, and
shout
it's
out
not
Seth.
even a story. It's like Lord of the Rings, said T. Honey. I also like T. Honey said something about the glasses came off, and now he's in sport model mode or something.
Who, Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, look at it,
Inner
man.
sport model.
Look at this dude back there.
It was great. You guys have been amazing. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all of you, but it was it's in perpetuity. We get to look at your comments. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Waybackers, awesome chat tonight. Really, thank you all for participating the way you did. Really,
Yeah,
tons
thanks,
of fun.
Thanks, everybody out there.
So, can now Studio B, am I clear?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Planck, the band.
We're all a band, yeah.
May I request one more song? One more song.
One crumb of song, please.
A crumb of a song, and, you know, melt my face, boys. I'll see you on the other side.
Into the well.
sun's up when it's cold, cold, coldest. Put on your Sunday's best, you'd probably pray for me in my immaculate protest. It was getting old pretty fast for you. I had no answers at the time of what I meant to do. Said I had a good time, good time, good time, but I reckon it's about time that I better put it on the shelf. Said I had a good time, good time, good time, but I reckon it's about time that I better put it on the shelf. Let the bottle gather dust, gotta learn to be something else. Let the bottle gather dust, gotta learn to do something else. Look up at the rising sun, listen to the songbirds sing, yeah, they chirp, chirp, chirping. Nicotine ruins the fresh air, 'cause I had a hankering. I was hurting. It was getting old pretty fast for me. Standing at the crossroads, looking to change my destiny. Said I had a good time, good time, good time, but I reckon it's about time that I better put it on the shelf. Said I had a good time, good time, good time, but I reckon it's about time that I better put it on the shelf. Let the bottle gather dust, gotta learn to be something else. Let the bottle gather dust, gotta learn about something else.
put it on shelf. Said I had a good time, good time, good time, but I reckon it's about time that I better put it on the shelf. Let the bottle gather dust. Gotta learn to do something else. Let the bottle gather dust. Gotta learn to be someone else.
You guys, you did it. You laid that happened. That all happened. Oh man, love you guys so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Adam. Thank you, Studio B. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, thank you, Studio B. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, thank you, Brian.
Cat and Brian, Studio B, you guys are awesome. If you guys can hear us, you guys rock.
Hopefully they can. I
Yeah.
mean, it's all like the freaking place is wired up, you know, down the hall, 2 doors to the left, the snakes go in there, and it all happens. Waybackers. So there were so many new people tonight. Thank you very much for piping in. Planck, thank you for bringing your audience. We're so happy to be able to share this every single week with you guys. There's way too many people there for me to get to. There was Pink, there was Matrix, thank you very much. We're so happy to be able to put this out. But I want to thank Planck again for being here tonight. You guys, took a minute to get you guys happening in here, but it happened. And I think it was an amazing show. At least it was for me. Waybackers, I hope the same for you. Next week, we will be back for the holiday weekend, Halloween. We've got Allier and the Agency, followed up the following week by Ghetto Cowgirl. We're going to take a minute off, and then we are going to thread the needle through the holidays, through the end of the year. We'll keep you guys up to speed on what's happening. Plenty more shows to come in season 4. You guys, if you've been here before, you know how this works. If you haven't, check this out. We are going to bring up the house lights. We are going to leave the venue. We are going to kick the beer cans out of our way on the way back to the car. We're going to drop the needle on an album. We are going to high five, slap backs, and talk about what an awesome show tonight was. Hopefully you guys will too. We're going to turn the cameras around. We're going to leave them up so you can hang out with us while we're doing whatever we're doing. And we'll see you guys next week. Cheers from the way back.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.
Thanks,
Thank y'all.
everyone.
We are still live. We are still rolling.
I got Joe. I would never like.
I'm about. That's how that works, man. Dude, you got it.
I wish my bass wasn't clipping on that last song.
Brian? No. Well, if you did stuff, go ahead. Oh, I did stuff. Then you should. Yeah. Nope, I'm not. I don't know where Studio B is, but. So, like, is Shelby Cat? Where's the studio? Where's Shelby the studio cat? Shelby!
That was good. I think Austin playing Dimitri during the last week. I was like, I was looking at you. I was like, we're playing Gus. I was like, love
It's just a phase.
It's all good.
He probably wants to
It's just a phase, yeah.
Oh my god, my soul!
I was looking at the camera.
You were on, man. When you saw it,
I was. I was like, yeah, I felt like I was on like a daytime talk show.
I love it, man, because everybody.
Was the bass clipping on that last song when I had
I don't think so. I didn't.
It sounded like it was clipping on my end, but it just might have
Could have
been.
been on your end.
Yeah, that's okay. As long as it wasn't going out.
Going out that way.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys did great.
So much talent.
Yeah, wait till you're like the.
To watch that. There was a lot of.
And then we had that last jam. Fucking just like going all over the place.
It was. You can go and look. I'm not sure we've ever had. It's like.
I have
And I'm like, okay.
Were people just like hiding it like on the show or like actively participating?
Yes, all the above. All the above. They're having background conversations. They're having conversations about the show. They're having conversations about you. They're having conversations about us. It's really like when you watch it, it's hard to see it bounce when it's fun. Oh! We didn't. Oh, so we're still live. We can do this.
What are we doing?
Matrix was the first one. She wanted one a whole lot. So
We got winners.
you did.
We have to.
So-
Are we able to get like a generator? Or
We're still like, well, you know what? We could put like a hat with paper names,
yeah.
like a generator. I mean, are you gonna make me download some app?
No, this one is Linkin Park, EXE, and like it will not be a virus.
So
Right,
you
know
go
that.
and tell everybody where to go.
Oh man, Austin.
I'm gonna say put the two names in a hat, mix them up, or give
We put
the
two names in a hat and then we pick both of those names.
Yeah, I said two t-shirts.
No.
Okay, two. So we're back to
We could do it right now. Yeah. Are we able to like write down the names from the chats?
Yeah. Kat, can you handle that at all? I didn't see all that. But yeah, no, we can do all this. This is
Can we
all
say it into
doable.
the mic?
And we're
Can
still
we say it into the mic?
I don't know what mics are live right now, and are they all live?
I haven't shut in.
Okay.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
all the mics are live.
Nice, Brian.
We're still live.
Yes, we can. This camera's probably rolling. Yeah, this camera's rolling the whole thing.
Okay.
And
Thank-
all
say
the mics
something.
are live.
Okay.
Thanks guys for coming on. We're working on getting the winner for the giveaway. The winners for the giveaway. Thank you guys for participating in the chat. I know you guys were doing it just for the reward, and the huckster in me appreciates that because sometimes I gotta be the sucker.
They were looking for the Bob Ross action picture. Did you ever find it?
No, that thing is
Okay.
not here.
Did you find it? You didn't? Did you find it? Are you kidding me? The fans did not find it. I'm blown
The
away.
Bob Ross because
Dude, he's holding his palette. He's got his afro, paintbrush in his hands.
oh, that's why I couldn't. Oh, it's because it was right there. I'm like trying to look, and you're like, let's go. That maybe the Bob Ross action figure was just a friends with the other ones.
Yeah, it just kind of goes by.
Oh my god. My sister's mother-in-law has like a thing like that on Christmas. She hides a pickle in the tree, like a little pickle ornament. Yeah, and like, yeah. Shout out to Ann Rosner. She's not watching this. Shout out to Ann.
So did the drum camera is out now, but it ran the whole show.
Yes.
That's good.
Cause you guys are walking on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You guys won the award.
Oh my god, well, I've seen you wear that.
Yeah, no, this is the most. This is ridiculous.
Wait, no. Is that everything?
Like they were.
Matrix? Matrix is the
Matrix?
first winner.
Matrix wins a t-shirt.
Congratulations.
Wait, what if we don't know? Do we know Matrix?
You got one?
A new car? No.
You win my car. No, you do not win my car.
Because you don't have one. You still try.
I know. I'm living off the land, living on Matrix.
Matrix, we'll get with you and get like your address and everything if we need to mail it.
Message
and do
Planck on
whatever.
Facebook. It's Planck with CK. If you're a friend, if we know you and you're like, dude, you know us. What's wrong with you? I apologize. Matrix, you're the first winner. We got one more to pick.
Instagram, Facebook.
We are Planck the band
hit
on
up the
everything.
Wayback
These are the-
Sessions. We'll pass the message on. Austin? Austin?
Kathleen.
Kathleen!
Florida.
In Florida. Shout out Florida. Sweet.
Oh my goodness,
Kathleen, please message us on whatever platform you use, if you do use one, and we'll get your address and stuff and get one mailed out to you ASAP. Thank you so much.
And thank you to everyone who came. Thank you to everyone who participated in the chat. Thank you to everyone who's coming next week. And if you're thinking about coming next week, please do. And yeah, thank you. Come again.
Dude, there's still 25 people hanging out.
There's 25 people in the chat. Damn, just post some questions in the chat. It's my I'm her grubby baby brother. I'm the grubby baby brother. Yeah. No, she is the lame older sister, lame-o.
Oh, that's so great. Oh, that's so great. Great job, guys. There's still 24 people watching.
Hope you guys had a good time.
You guys rock. Congrats to Matrix and Kathleen from Florida. Is it? Oh my goodness.
Really well with you guys. I've never been able to dial them. Oh, Shelby.
Oh, Shelby.
Yeah, she's like, hey, the band's here. Now I can. Shelby. Yeah, Shelby. Shelby the studio cat. She just wants to go lay on pedalboards.
cat. Yeah.
She just wants to lay right.
Oh, that's a comfy thing.
Oh, it is.
That's a comfy place.
That's what she thinks. Look at all those pedals. Look at, oh, yes. If you turn on a phaser, he probably wants that anyways. Don't worry about it. She's like, I know somebody that knows how to pet a cat. You know how to pet a cat.
I know, I had cats growing up, and now I'm a dog guy. But cats like this make me love cats, but then, like, cats like this are like...
I totally, like...
We still got to meet that pig.
The information came to me screwy.
Or I don't blame. No, you got information from Austin, Mike. So you
It could be screwed.
That's nothing. You did nothing wrong. Shelby, cats do not respond to your name. There's some cats. I work at Amazon.
Oh, what's his name? Her name is Pebbles. Oh, he? Lily guy?
No, smaller than that. The breed is called Juliana. It's the smallest pig breed that doesn't involve like starving to make them small. Like that's just how big. They get like 40 pounds.
Male or female?
Female.
How long have you had?
We've only had her 3 months now.
Oh, okay.
So she's 4 or 5 months old. She's young still.
She's like, Steve, do you know how much bullshit there is in here to go lay on? You are keeping me from laying on so many
Cats
times.
love that. I don't know what it is.
Oh, yeah, they do. Oh, yeah, okay. See? I told you. That's how that works. She lays on I pull out my pedal board, she's like, hey, perfect. You're like, dude. Like, look at that. There's like knobs poking in your ribs.
She loves a knob.
Yeah.
Waybackers, what a fantastic Thursday. Thank you guys for being with us. We will see you next Thursday for Ali A and the Agency. Cheers from the Wayback.